The Eisenhower matrix helps you see how earning back your time and freedom starts with doing less of what doesn't serve you and then putting that time better to use. You've already started on that process with the business baseline. In this lesson, you're going to discover where you truly add value, so you know where to focus your newly earned time, capitalize on your strengths, and really separate yourself from the crowd. In order to deliver high value consistently, you have to define and refine a routine of service, a repeatable system for delivering a baseline of high quality work. I say define instead of create because you already have a routine. When you started coaching, your space, equipment, skills, mental model of coaching, and the type of clients you worked with shaped your early choices. These choices became habits, which then became practices. In the business baseline, you mapped out the big picture of those practices. In this lesson, you'll learn to shape them intentionally by discovering the value you actually deliver. You may think you know your value. You can list off your services or your gym's features, but what does your client actually value? Understanding this is one of your most important jobs as a coach. So important that we use multiple tools to dial it in. First, collect praise in real time. If you see most clients in person, find a quick way to store notes, either a memo pad or notes app on your phone, because this feedback will come to you in off moments and side conversations. Keep in mind all the ways people talk to you or talk about your service. That could be through email, on Instagram stories, in the gym, wherever your clients express themselves. Pay attention to what they value, not just when they celebrate what you value. Store this praise somewhere where you can access it readily. A cloud document, a notebook, turnkey coach, and highlight the key terms or concepts that you keep hearing until you start to see the themes. You'll almost always be surprised by what you find. You can also choose to capture negative feedback, but our experience is that coaches tend to fixate on that already. When you design your routine of service to deliver incredible value, most of the minor issues become irrelevant. While you look for these moments, your second practice is to review the feedback you already have. Ideally, you're reaching out to clients who have left, and at least twice a year talking with existing clients. And if you're not, get on it. This formal feedback is in addition to the informal feedback you get just by listening. Formal feedback can get you better responses by asking targeted questions of your best clients, the ones who have thrived with you, the ones you enjoy working with, the ones you're designing your routine of service for. BLOC's routine of service only came about after reviewing thousands of surveys and realizing the elements our clients really cared about. It definitely wasn't what we thought, and that dramatically shifted our focus. In the text for this lesson, you'll see a link to survey templates you can send straight to your clients, either on paper, email, or a survey service like MailChimp or Google Forms. And finally, you're going to observe yourself at work. Whether in person or online, record key moments of your coaching process looking for two key elements. The first is wasted time. We've identified quadrant 1 activities, those that aren't urgent or important, as waste. But within your quadrant 2 and 3 work, waste is any time when you are working but not delivering value to your client. After doing work observations of our coaches, we realized that they were spending up to 20% of their time on the admin of uploading videos. It was a minor thing, and in the moment it felt productive, but it really added no value to the client. Cutting this out by building a frictionless in-app screen recorder into Turnkey Coach became our biggest time saver. The second thing you're looking for in these observations is when you feel in flow as a coach. You're not going to feel great all the time, but when you feel like you're in flow, like time passes quickly, you're reasonably challenged and focused on what you do, it's not only satisfying, but a good indicator that you're using your value-adding skills efficiently and not constantly dealing with micro interruptions and distractions which interrupt that flow state. We designed the Connect page on Turnkey Coach, which you'll see more of in the following lessons, with that flow in mind. Being able to manage our clients' programming, technique review, and messaging all in one screen made a massive difference. In the text of this lesson, we'll include a worksheet that you can use to make your own field observations more effective. So if you want to be a 5X coach, your end goal is to deliver so much value that the client sees your cost as a no-brainer. And to do that, you have to know what your client values. Discover that through real-time feedback, surveys, and observations. And you can develop a routine of service that helps you deliver in a way that's frictionless to you and them.